Here is a crafty way to reach more people, make art more accessible for all kids in Peoria. It's called Art Without Boundaries.
Madison Porter joins us and explains how it'll impact one family and many more.
Tyler and Janice, in an effort to remove any financial or geographic barriers, the Art Without Boundaries classes will be offered completely free.
The Wojciskis are frequent students at the Peoria Art Guild. The two young girls have been broadening their creative horizons for several years now. While their mom has never had concerns over money or transportation, she says free art classes was a pleasant surprise.
Just in general, grocery prices are up and gas prices, utility prices, everything. You kind of feel it coming from every angle, so it's nice to have something available for the kids to do for free.
Art Without Boundaries starts in June and is offered every week throughout the month. The classes will be held at different locations to reach as many families as possible, including the shops of Grand Prairie, downtown Peoria, and a branch of the public library.
We are also offering the opportunity for a one-day bus pass for children, so that if they don't have transportation, they could take a bus.
Each class focuses on different skills, including drawing, painting, 3D sculpting, and collages. They will then repeat at the start of July. Wheeler says exposure to art challenges the mind to be creative, especially at a young age.
These kids that take art classes will be creative problem solvers, innovators, inventors, engineers, anything that inspires creativity.
Wojcicki says she tries to spread the word to other families about the classes offered at the Peoria Art Guild, especially these free ones. Because after just a couple of years, she's noticed her daughter's creative progress even at home.
A pie and a popsicle.
Oh, cool.
And a little puppy.
They have tons of craft supplies and art supplies around, and now they can kind of use it to their best potential.
The Peoria Art Guild is able to provide Art Without Boundary classes for free through a grant from the Community Foundation of Central Illinois. Wheeler says she hopes to continue providing free classes as long as the nonprofit can continue getting the funds.